Hey guys, welcome back. We've already watched part 1 on our topic of appraisals, and we're going to go over part 2 today. Okay, so let's take our scenario and let's say the appraisal came in at $390,000 when the buyer wanted to pay had a contract to pay $400,000 to the seller. So in a couple things can happen. Depending on the percentage down that the buyer has, several different things can happen. Say there's a $10,000 difference right there between what it was appraised at and what the agreement between the buyer and seller is. So in some cases, the seller will have to lower their price all the way down to $390 for the deal to still go through, and that would be where you have a low down payment buyer, like a VA buyer doing a VA loan, 100% financing, or sometimes an FHA loan will cause that to happen. If you have someone with a higher down payment, sometimes it won't affect the loan at all. Or if the buyer has additional money, he can just bring additional cash to the transaction. And sometimes both parties end up bringing some cash, or the seller doesn't really bring cash. They would just lower their price. Well, let's say in this case it had to be negotiated down. The seller may go down to $395, and the buyer may up their down payment another $5,000 to satisfy the correct percentage of down payment that they need to qualify for that loan program. Again, it's completely variable to the buyer's income to debt ratio, and the particular loan program that they have. So you definitely want to have a good agent that's helping you through this process and helping you troubleshoot what can happen. One of the forgotten things about an appraisal is it's not a home inspection. However, depending on the loan program, if the appraiser finds things that make the property not qualify from a condition standpoint for that particular loan program, that'll also be an issue. Let's say, for instance, it's an FHA loan and there's peeling paint on the outside of the house, or even on the garage. An FHA loan is backed by the government, and the government does not want to loan on a home that has peeling paint, because the logic follows that peeling paint could be there, it could have lead in it, it's in the grass, maybe a child is going to be near the grass and eat it. I don't know exactly what the thinking is, but they won't loan on a house that has peeling paint. So what happens there is, again, it comes down to a negotiation. Is the seller going to fix the paint? Is the buyer going to do anything? And again, it varies on a case-to-case basis. But besides the value, condition is also important. You can run into other things such as handrails for safety that aren't in the right spot. So you just have to be aware of quite a bit when you get to the appraisal process. Alright, so that wraps up our video on appraisals. If you guys have any questions whatsoever, just shoot us an email, click a link, give us a call. We're here to answer your questions. Thanks so much for checking us out today, and we'll see you out there.